We will never know. Jordan, we will never ever know. You could look and see if it was working, that's true. That is true. That could happen. What I do need to do is I need to figure out how loud the music is that's playing, because I have not played. I've not done this in a long time. Excellent. That's fantastic news. That means it's working. Nice. Thank you. Thank you for the two people that... It's probably you, Alex, and my mum, but that's okay. Exactly, we do. Alright, so let's play some games, Jordan, because this is what we would have done anyway. Yeah. So you send me a challenge. I'm going to play Arctina, and we're going to see what happens here. Excellent. There should be like 9, maybe? 8 seems reasonable. So we're going to... Lucky number 6. What is number 6? Oh, is it an acceptable deck to play? Okay, so it's Lost Box, right? Oh dear. Hello everyone, welcome in. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, you challenge me because you're showing up as not available. Classic Pokemon Live that I regret saying was good. You heard it here first. It's better than PTCGO right now, considering PTCGO is nothing, so this works. It's gonna have to work. It's...
for a while, so it's got time to improve, but for now, we can complain about it a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, I've just realised that I think I had my desktop audio off that entire time, so now people will be able to hear Jordan.
Oh, that's exciting. Great start to the stream.
I've been having a one-sided conversation for the last 2 minutes. Somebody please tell...
Very nice.
Somebody please tell me if that was the case. We are testing for Yokohama. Hello everyone that is in chat. Thank you very much for coming along. Scott, I can hear him now. Thank you very much. Alright, I've got the perfect start, Jordan. I have the perfect start. I have an energy... I think... Oh my goodness, I should probably check, actually. Because this has got the Dumbreon in it. So, like, is there a world where Umbreon's a good card here? Or do I... I think I just get Bidoof. I think I just Bidoof.
I mean, I feel like Umbreon's not a bad card in this matchup.
It's pretty good.
It's got a good typing.
It's pretty good, Renegade Daryl. I thought you were talking to yourself. Well, for all of you, I was. So, there you go.
I've got a playable hand here.
Okay, excellent.
Which is exciting.
That's very exciting. I like the fact that you got rid of a double turbo energy. That's good. Hello!
Yeah.
Hello, Santosh. How you doing? Angwin Chip's here as well. Hello! I feel like I haven't spoken to you guys in ages. It's probably because I haven't.
I feel like I want to knock out this Arceus this time.
Oh yeah, I forgot that this is... Oh no. God. Oh.
I'm not going easy on you today, Mitch. I'm going full throttle for this.
I completely forgot that that's a thing that Mew could do. Alright. This is cool. I'm qualified for the World Championships, by the way. This is something that I've done. I forgot.
I am not.
Yeah.
If I were to take a power card off of this ability, I would be 10 damage away from winning the game. So we're gonna have to go for the battle pass instead.
Yeah, you need to play it a little bit safer, since you don't naturally have it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you've obviously got Elisa or the energy in hand.
Yeah.
So.
It's a little awkward because my hand's not super playable actually. I think I'm going to Genesect for 1 because that at least guarantees I can play an Ultra Ball.
That seems reasonable. I'll talk to chat whilst you're doing that. Hi Dan, thank you for watching from the UK. Must be early in the morning over there, I think. I'm not sure. Can someone in chat, by the way, tell me, is the sound, like the music, loud enough? Is it audible? Or is it too quiet? Because I've turned it down, it's hard to tell with the headphones, and I've not done this in many moons, so I don't actually know. But thank you for coming along. Thank you for coming along. We're here with Jordan. Jordan's very good at the game, and is about to absolutely destroy me. So that's good. Audio's great. Thank you very much.
Well, I've got the hard part out of the way. I'm doing at least 210 damage this time.
Well, you just need to get the choice belt or the power tablet or the Pokemon Catcher thingy-majig heads, whatever it's called.
What, Cram?
Yeah, the Cramomatic heads. That's the one.
Yeah. I chose to Ultra Ball a Cram away to guarantee I was going to get more cards. Because even if I got heads, I was still missing the 10 damage.
Yeah, no, it's
But unfortunately, this is my
probably not
last
great.
Genesect. I'm only getting 3 cards here.
And that's the game.
No, I think you're in a good spot here.
I've done it! We continue playing.
Yep, I do not have access to a 4th Genesect in the deck right now.
Excellent news. Alright. So you're saying that when I judge path, accelerate to a thing and take a knockout, I'll be living the dream.
Well, yeah, it wasn't a great turn for me, considering I did go pretty hard into trying to get this knockout. I don't want you to look at my discard pile at what I've discarded. But there's some good cards in there.
I will look. It's kind of hard to see. I've realised now that I've put the chat over the discard pile, but that's fine. I'm also absolutely balling by hitting the Arceus off the top deck.
Oh my gosh.
So we will judge and live the dream. Tom Woodward says, perfect thing to have on in the background whilst working. And you know what? I appreciate that. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I can put on some sort of show for you. Okay, I need to get one of these and one of these, I think. There's an argument to get one of these. This Dumbreon could be a good call. There's also an argument to get... No, I think this is fine. I think I just need to choose between Tina and Umbreon, and I think Tina's the better choice just because I've got more outs to attack with it next turn.
Sure. I mean, I think Umbreon's the stronger card in the matchup, obviously.
Yeah. Like, this hand is not great. Mm-hmm. Now it's fine. One card is a path.
There's the classic Judge path.
Yep, excellent.
And my concern is that I have like very little energy left in deck because the deck plays 7, 4, 3.
And you have discarded
I'm already
2.
down 4.
Yep.
With this Mew in the discard pile. So I've got 1 Fusion Energy and 1 Double Turbo left, I think.
Grim. Angry Chip recently bought himself a Switch with Pokemon Violet, played through the endgame. Fantastic. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Classic Mitch, top decking whatever necessary. Mate, this is one of the reasons that this deck is a top consideration for me, is because Squovid is constantly top decking. Every turn I get 2 top decks. So it's perfect. It's perfect for that.
Alright, I at least have the Stadium replacement, and Elise is going to guarantee I get the attachment here. But I'm still looking for the VMAX, actually.
Oh, the VMAX. The VMAX.
Alright, we're fine.
Good.
This goes here. I at least get to play the game.
Okay.
I'm very happy that that's not an Umbreon on the bench.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking now I'm hunting for the punchy gloves. Punchy gloves, or I escape rope and guarantee a knockout. It's one of those ones where I think if I
well, escape rope's not going to do it now.
Oh, now it won't. That's very frustrating. That is very frustrating. You bought it 4 days ago and you already finished. Well, that's the dream.
What's that Pokemon Scarlet?
You just finished Scarlet in 4 days. That's very respectable.
Seems good. It's not the longest game, but it's got a pretty decent length considering the structure of the game. And you can just there's a lot more to the main story, I guess, compared to a traditional Pokemon game.
Oh, I don't like this at all.
I would like you to knock out my Mew VMAX this turn because I'm not very confident in finding my last energy in deck. In fact, I don't even know if my last energy is in deck, if I'm being completely honest.
Sure. I'm just trying to decide because I need to discard 2 energy and I need to find the gloves. So I'm just trying to decide what the best play here is. I think it's this.
Yeah.
This.
It's kind of hard actually to use Giratina effectively and also like set up a backup Umbreon, right? You kind of have to choose one or the other.
Yeah. Whoops. Wrong button. Wrong button. Well, I mean, like in a perfect world, this can win me the game. We'll see.
But like, if you go all in on the Giratina and then it gets knocked out and then you don't have any energy on board, that's rough, right?
it's kind of grim.
And I have not used any power tap for this game.
I think if I Iono and hit a path, I feel good. But I also need to knock out this Mew, so it definitely needs to happen.
You don't lose if you don't knock out the Mew, but you're very close to winning if you do.
Well, I'm knocking out the Mew.
Oh.
I'm also going to get the Squovy.
Wove into path.
Oh, do I dare? I'm holding... Oh, but that's alright. I don't need the boss because I've got an Umbreon. It's fine.
Yeah, you've got an Umbreon down and you've got the barrel. Although if you put path down, then Umbreon is less of an out next turn.
Fine.
It doesn't look like you're putting path down.
No, I'm not putting path down. Okay, so now the question is... What do I think you are more likely to knock out this turn? Are you more likely to knock out the Giratina in the active or the Umbreon on the bench?
I actually don't know the answer to that because I've used like none of the resources to do either one.
Yeah,
like,
I know. You've got pretty
left.
much everything left.
Well, except for energy, which is probably the most important one.
Yeah, which means that I should probably leave the energy on the active because it's less likely that you get that knockout.
Also, Umbreon doesn't knock out a Max with just a DTU, right?
No, that's true. So I would need to I think this is the correct play. I think I've already stuffed up, but that's fine. That is fine. All right, back to the chat whilst you play your turn.
Yep.
Would have grabbed the double turbo and adventurous discovery.
I drew the energy.
Oh no! Don't do
one
that.
Energy in deck.
If you knock out my Tina, I straight up lose, right?
It's likely.
Not necessarily. There's a world where I win. It might not be a world that I'm living in, but there's a world that happens.
Well, you definitely made the right decision because your Umbreon is already in trouble with this hand.
Yeah, well, you could have killed it. Okay, cool. That's good to know.
I drew into double boss off of that Genesect.
Ugh, gross. Would have grabbed the double turbo and adventurous discovery off the VSTAR ability. You could have put an Umbreon and Giratina on the bench. Possibly. I can't even remember whether this list plays adventurous discovery. Does it? I haven't even seen it. This is how little I know about what's going on. I'm also in the Pikachu level, so take it for what it's worth. I think most people are in the Pikachu level. I don't think there's many people that are beyond the tutorial tier of this game, because it is just not fun to move through tiers of this game at all. Like, it's just not fun at all.
Yeah, they definitely could have done a better job with that.
They could have done literally anything, and it would have been better. It needs to have an ELO system, but hey, that's okay. I've been getting stomped on ladder lately. I'm still pretty bad. Mate, you're not the only one. I'm hovering at exactly 600 points, which is the basis of, what is it, Great Ball tier? Because over the last 2 months worth of ladder, I've not played at all because it is not worth trying to get to Arceus tier. Like, there is no incentive to do it at all. So, I wouldn't worry about it.
How many power taps do I need?
Power taps for this one with DTE, 21, 19, 22, 25, 28, 3. You need 3. 3 modifiers.
I've played 2.
Yeah, and you can't use choice belt or anything like that because you've got a stone.
I could have attached the DT to the active. But I didn't want to risk having to hit another VMAX. It might have been over though. But I got one more card to draw it. We've got Iono.
Iono. Favorite deck is still the Sandblast one. Did you get it?
We hit. That's the triple tab if I haven't done the maths incorrectly.
I think that's triple tab. 1, 2. I think so. I think that's 3. So, there's a world where I still win, but I have to play boss this turn and attach an energy.
Oh, that's a win con.
Because, yeah. I mean, you've used most of your energies, I want to say.
All of them. There are none left in my deck.
I was going to say, if not all of them, most of them. And I also, if I can Iono, how many Iono do I have? I think I just want to Ultra Ball here. Let's just Ultra Ball. Grab the Dumbreon. Then we've got Iono, and we've got Path. Alrighty, so we are going to play all of the cards as best we can. As best we can. Bring up the Genesect. Draw 5 cards. We need to attach and play Path. Oh, we're not attaching yet. I mean, we're not playing Path yet. No, I don't want that.
I also had to get rid of quite a few Path outs that turn 1 deep through my deck. I had to... Oh, I think it was just 1 vacuum, actually. But that's still 1 less out.
I really don't want to put this hand on the bottom of my deck because it has the escape rope in it that gets me out. But yeah. I think I need to get the Path more... I think that's more important. Oh! The best! I mean, I didn't play Iono, but it's your turn.
Well,
you have boss in hand, so it's fine.
I don't have boss.
Well, I mean, you can't even knock this Umbreon out, right?
That's true, actually. So it's actually pretty hard. Here. It's pretty unrealistic for me to win this turn. I don't even know if it's doable, actually.
It's possible. Well, it's not possible. It's not possible for you to win this turn, but it is definitely possible for you to win. I'm very much so excited for Japan's Zapdos TCG. Thank you very much for coming along. And this time we'll actually have to hang out in person, because I feel like we've been, like, hovering around the periphery of each other the last couple of worlds. I really don't like the fact that you're getting rid of this path, but I'm also a massive fan of the fact that you've only got 11 cards left, Jordan.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've got a lot of good cards in my hand. I had the Stadium out, I had the Switch out already, so that's sweet.
The question is, do you have the next Switch out?
Yeah, that's a bigger question.
Like, if I boss you again.
Yeah, that's looking rough. I'm trying to remember if I play Horn, just to know if winning is even possible this turn.
Well, that's true. I think if you played Horn, you would have seen it by now, right?
Probably, but that assumes that I've been paying attention.
That's true. That is true.
Alright, we're about to find out.
Do you play the Horn? If he plays the Horn. I need to be in the vlog this time.
I'm not playing Horn.
Okay, so there's no way to win this turn.
No.
I will need to be in the vlog this time, Zapdos TCG. We can definitely manage that, I'm sure. Happy Friday, Apargent. Thank you for coming along. Perfect accompaniment of sorting Pokemon cards. Mate, perfect.
I think I can draw 2 cards and not deck out.
I really do not like the fact that you've killed my barrel. That's very upsetting.
Alright, we're going to Power Pad. Double boosts.
Don't do that. Oh, that's alright. It means, do you have an out to boss in your hand?
Not in my hand, but I think there's one in the last 3 cards. I think my deck right now is double boss and an out to
me bossing boss. You. Yep.
So it's really good if you Iono because I just get everything. I think.
So is there a world where do you have an out for me bossing you? Is the question. Do you have,
I think that's what I'm saying.
That's the last card, right?
I think my deck is double boss switch.
God no.
Max Miracle doesn't actually kill, so I have to take my blast.
Okay, so we got a chance. You're saying. We're gonna draw 2 cards, Jordan. We're gonna draw 2 of them.
Yeah. Hey, this is exactly what we were just talking about. With the Squirvet, you get 2 top decks.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect. Okay, that's
what I like is that you don't just win with a dark energy, which is
the wrong energy, and that's a Bidoof. So, do you know what's funny is that I don't know if your out is a switch, then you can win. Yes. No, you can win either way, because Mew has Free Retreat. I'm being silly for a second.
Yeah, it is in fact a switch card, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, I'm not 100%. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, you should be able to win. Surely you can play 2 cards here.
The problem is I deck it. Okay, the problem is if I draw the cards and it's not a switch, then I deck out.
Oh, right. Sure.
So I was like, it's not a matter of not being able to get it. It's a matter of if it's not there, then I need to not draw the cards.
Yeah.
And of course, I have a boss because I shuffled 2 into deck.
Yeah, that was a given. That was a given.
That was a back and forth game.
Was it though? It didn't feel like back and forth. It felt like in the first turn I had a chance, and then you just steamrolled over the top of me because you Mew, and I wasn't fast enough.
It was weird because I feel like I was behind because I missed the initial knockout by 10, and I was a bit low on resources. But
you missed instantly winning.
Yeah, but then I got the really big power play on the Giratina, which kind of brought me back into the driving seat. Yeah. So I missed the knockout in that Giratina. I'll probably just lose, honestly.
Possibly. You keep sending the requests, my friend.
Yeah, can do. Thank you for reminding
Yoshi
me.
with the little lurk from work. Thank you, Yoshi, for coming along. Even if you can only hear me or only see me, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Same matchup again? Do a best of 3?
Yeah, best of 3. Best of 3. Let's do them.
Sounds good. Challenge done.
Oop. Whoop. Oh boy. So chat, tell me, if you were going to Worlds tomorrow, what deck would you be playing? Because I don't know. I don't know which one it is. I think there's like 6 decks that you could play. Jordan and I have had this conversation many times. And every time I come up with a different solution to the question, what deck should you play for Worlds? The fact that there's lots of chat around Lost Tina is concerning, because I don't know who's right. There's one faction who is incredibly pro Lost Tina, and then there's another faction that is incredibly against it. And I don't know which faction is right.
For me personally, I've always been on the assumption that Lost Tina is just a worse Lost box. Like, if you're going to play the Lost Zone engine, you may as well play
single prizes.
Yeah, exactly. But, I mean, with all the hype around Tina and the fact that Iono exists now, this could be the time when Tina becomes, for the first time ever, in my opinion, the superior Lost Box build.
Well, yeah, it possibly could be. Zapdos TCG, meanwhile, telling it like it is. It's a trap. It's Brick City. Oh my god, I'm so good at this game, Jordan. You have no idea how good.
What about this deck? Mitch, is this deck Brick City?
Well, I mean, if you keep top decking Arceus off the top card of the deck, so good. My hand is like
impossible. It's not impossible for it to die this turn, though.
Well, I mean that's true, but my hand was literally. I'm like, if I didn't top deck the Arceus, the game was over. Let's put it that way. Okay. Like I have VSTAR, boss, triple or quadruple energy. So if I don't top deck that Arceus, I got nothing.
I don't know how to feel about this deck, because like I feel like when you're playing the fusion build of Mew, it's really strong because you can get the turn 1 kill. But I feel like you're kind of behind if you don't get it, so I always feel like pressured to go for the nuts turn 1 with this build.
Right? Like it's super like aggressive. It's like when Lugia was doing all that crazy stuff and you played Mew, and it was just like, if I get the escape rope turn 1, it's fantastic. And if I don't hit escape rope, it's just the worst. It's terrible.
Because like right now, I'm like, if I go all in onto this play and get it, then I'm so winning.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But if I miss this, like I'm getting rid of a bunch of good cards right now. Like I'm about to Ultra Ball potentially like some of the most important cards.
I'm gonna throw it out there for you, Jordan. If you whiff this knockout, it is literally a 4 prize turnaround. You go from being, well, really, it's an 8 prize turnaround, because if you knock it out, you win.
Yeah.
And if you don't knock it out, then I knock out a Mew with Arceus, and we're playing. So,
all right.
So this is an 8 prize turn for you.
Here. I've got the attachment. I've got Power Tab.
Okay. So you're just
so
missing.
I've only got a few more cards to draw.
You need a Lisa and Escape Rope. For the win, TCG says, as a Lost Zone hater, I am anti-Tina myself, as am I. I despise playing against Lost Zone. But that's because so many Australians play Lost Zone that it's just constant and in your face all the time.
Didn't happen.
Yes, we're playing. Oh, look at this, I'm the greatest Pokemon player in the world. Oh my god. Now just watch the Escape Rope be prized. Yeah, it's not prized. It's not prized.
Is that the only switching card?
I think so.
There's no.
Oh, there's one. There's a switch. There's a switch.
Yeah, okay.
So I should get that instead.
Yeah, that's probably better than rope here. Unless you can punish Genesect.
I cannot not get a supporter for next turn. I've got to get something.
Have you got an energy?
I've got energy. That's all I have is energy.
I mean, that's all you really need. Just get Switch and a supporter.
I think I'm just going to get Switch and Judge. That feels the best.
Yeah. And then you'll just draw it to path, because of course you will.
Yep, that's the plan.
I'm holding my other vacuum, so my outs are going to be very limited. Although I know it's Judge, so it doesn't actually get shuffled to the bottom. I'm used to Iono.
You're used to getting Iono. Is the big boy in the deck? He is. Excellent. Alrighty, let's fire him up. Trinity Nova. Abyss Seeking into getting slapped by Mew, getting Shining Arcana Gardevoir, getting Lugia V-Star, yeah, it's bad. I agree. Just put your Giratina V in the active, do nothing, and then get knocked out and be 5 prizes down before you get to play. That's how Lost Tina goes for me. Oh boy. Hooly dooly. Hooly dooly.
Oh, that's a good card. I don't think I've used Forest yet this game, have I?
Forest Hill? Yeah, you did. You used it to get a VIP pass last.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this game, no.
Wait,
that was last
yeah,
one.
okay, yeah.
Sorry,
that's what I thought.
My fault.
Okay.
Howdy, Caster. How you doing, Yoshi? I have sounds also one of the biggest Mew fans. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of Mew as well. but I was only a big fan of Mew during the period when Mew wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Jordan can attest to that.
It is true.
Mew was really, really good at Brisbane Regionals, and I was like, I'm playing Arc Intel. And to be fair...
He started being a really big Mew lover as well, and you switched off of it because it was so popular.
Yeah, I was like, Mew's going to be great, and then I was like, no, I'm going to play Arc Intel. And to be fair, I top 8'd, so it was fine. And then the second that like Drapion came out and Mew started to fall off, I was like, you know what the best play is? Mew, every time.
Yep.
Does Dialga VSTAR have any traction? Dialga VSTAR is going to be one of those decks that I'm not going to consider it, but I would not be surprised if it wins.
I can't say I've heard much Dialga VSTAR news recently, or talk in general.
There has been zero talk of it, which means that it's the top consideration, obviously.
Of course.
It's the type of deck that I could see Matt playing, Jordan, because Matty would play for sure, right?
Oh, for sure.
Like, if he made it to day 2, he'd play that.
Honestly, yeah.
He would, right? Mew counters the Rapid Strike deck pretty well. I think the Rapid Strike deck counters itself pretty well. Having played that, I think that Cyrus did exceptionally well to win NAIC, but I cannot believe how well they drew to get into that position, because that deck can just clog up. And it's a bit of a pain.
Yes. I think I've made, not necessarily a misplay, but a play that didn't end up working.
A play that's not worked out?
Yeah, based on the cards I drew, I needed the choice belt to be on the Mew and not the Malouetta, because I'm not getting Elisa this turn. My only knockout potential is with a boss, which Mew's not actually getting a knockout on anything right now.
No, it needs extra damage for the Umbreon or the...
I think I'm in a pretty bad spot now. I think I just need to half this Arceus is the best I can do.
Half hit the Arc?
I guess I don't have to hit it that hard. I could just... What does this attack do? What is Icicle Missile? What even is that? Is that Ice Cube's second attack?
Yes, it is. It does 100, so for you, it does 80.
Alright, 80 damage. That'll do. That's,
okay,
that's a decent number.
Oh, sure thing. Sure thing. Alrighty. So,
I just saw that attack pop up in the list of attacks when I was using Cross Fusion Strike. I was like, what is that?
What is
it? Does 80, so
what is this? Okay, so here's a question for you, Jordan. Do I attach the double turbo and the cleansing gloves to the Umbreon to then Iono into the VMAX to win, and then give you a Pokemon that you cannot knock out? Or do I guarantee the knockout on the Mew VMAX by attaching a basic Grass and then losing energy, because I'm going to need to... I think it's going to be Giratina. I think I have to just take the KO. Because
you're in such a good spot.
Because what do you do? I think I just have to hope that I hit Switch off the Iono.
Yeah, if you hit Switch, I think it's just game.
I did not hit Switch off of Iono, but that's okay.
Well, not really, because, you still have energy on board after this retreat.
Yeah, and I've just realised as well, I can actually remove energy from the Arceus still, so it's fine.
Yes. It's just the same decision as last game. It's you want to move the energy from the Tina, assuming it gets knocked out, or remove energy from the bench so that the Tina guarantees attack again.
Except now I'm so far in front, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think that's the correct play. That was one from the Arceus, one from the Giratina. So if I knock out the Giratina, you can attack with Umbreon for game. Because the only way I'm attacking this turn is Malouetta, right?
For reference, I was attacking with both that turn. I happened to get into the Ultra Ball, so I could have gone for the Umbreon as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, I think attacking with Tina is probably better, because Malouetta with 4 fusion energy and a choice belt kills Umbreon anyway.
It's true. It's the same. It's the same kind of maths. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's probably the plan I'm going for this turn. It sucks though, because I need to play a disruption supporter probably. I just need to hope. I just need to assume your hand's dead, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, seems unlikely, right?
Well, yeah, but it also seems unlikely that I win in general. So
well, that's true. That's true. That's true. I feel like I win this one. Yeah.
Do I have a fusion energy price? I do. So that it is actually quite difficult.
Zapdos TCG likes the Healthy Worlds format. I like the Worlds format. I like the Worlds format in the sense that I like the fact that any deck can win. But on the flip side of that, I don't like the fact that it's become so difficult to choose because any deck can win.
That sounds like you just need to get good and pick it up.
Yeah, exactly. That's my biggest problem, is I need to get good. I don't think that I'm going to be able to. Oh, man.
So what am I doing? I'm doing 240 right now, so I still need double power tab.
Yep, 2 power tabs.
Double power tab to immediately lose to an energy attachment, pretty much.
No, I need the double turbo still. If you...
Yes.
Yeah, if you knock out this Giratina... If you don't knock out the Giratina, you obviously lose.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. You still need to knock out the Umbreon. I still need to attach to the Umbreon.
Yes.
Well, I think that it's still really strong for you to just, like...
I mean, honestly, if I get
me
this
and destroy
knockout...
me.
Yeah, if I get this knockout and then unprize the last fusion energy, then it's not actually that unrealistic without a chance.
Definitely not. What day am I leaving for Japan? I'm leaving on the Tuesday night, so... I'm working up until Tuesday, then I leave and arrive on Wednesday, in time for registration. Sparksy? Also, Sparksy, you're welcome to jump in this call if you would like. Because I know that you are the man.
The man? Oh my gosh.
He's the
That
man.
sounds impressive.
He's the man.
Oh, it's not looking likely that I'm going to get this.
It's going to be grim.
Like, I get to draw 2 more cards out of 10. There's 1 power tab left. Oh, I could draw 4 more cards. I mean, the game's pretty much over anyway, right? So why am I planning for future turns? I should only care about this one turn.
This one turn is actually pretty critical, yeah.
Alright, let's get rid of this card. This card doesn't matter anymore anyway.
Double turbo to the Lost Zone. See you later.
Alright, I get to see 4 cards now.
Okay, so now it's a pretty good chance.
A little under 50-50.
It's not an unreasonable chance that it happens.
Well, now it's
happen.
exactly 50-50 now.
There you got it. There you go.
Nice.
Sparksy, I'll just add you into the call. If you're on, just message me and let me know. Sorry, there's a camera in front of my buttons whilst I'm trying to click things. So if you see me like wandering off to the side of the screen, whoop, that's why. Sadly, I have to go back to work. Thank you very much, Yoshi, for coming along. I appreciate it as usual. It's always good to see you, and hopefully you enjoy work. And I'll see you in Yokohama ? We'll see how we go. Now, here's a question, Jordan. Well, this is not a question. This is just what I'm doing. I'm going to promote Arceus here because you need to win.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get a Bidoof. And I'm going to attach an energy to the active.
Oh, interesting.
And then I'm going to pass the turn.
Not going for game.
I don't think that it's responsible for me to go for game.
That's reasonable.
I think that I can wait another turn and still be fine.
Okay.
Because this way, whatever attack you kill, I can still play.
Yeah. I'm just deciding now which one do I want to kill.
Yeah, well.
The Arceus has effective 230. So I actually need to hit this Arceus really hard if I use Mew.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm thinking the best play is using Mew to kill Arceus, because then the Umbreon doesn't respond to kill the Mew.
No, that's true.
But I don't think Mew can do enough, because I'm doing, what, 190, 160 with V-Guard, and then Power Tap up to 190.
I will say this much, though, but knocking out the Umbreon and forcing the Arceus to knock out the Mew is probably easier.
Yeah.
And impossible for me to do, so... If you can knock out the Umbreon, I think that's the play, because it means that I have to find DTE and boss.
Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. So, I still need a Power Tab. I'm doing 190. Yep. So, Power Tab, boss the Umbreon. I believe that is enough. Do I want to draw cards? Honestly, not really. I'll just chuck this somewhere.
How many energy are gone? 2?
220.
Alright, here we go.
This actually turned into a somewhat close game.
Yeah, well, I bricked. I didn't get the barrel down, right? So
yes. Oh, I didn't prize, so I want some prize.
So, we've got the barrel, and now we play down as many cards as we can.
So you're looking for DT boss now to win.
We are hunting DTE, yes. Because I have the boss.
Ooh.
So we nest Stash.
Got some
Into the
fire
double
card.
turbo? No, into the Umbreon. That's rude. Hey!
Alright, nice.
Victory!
I think you actually live another turn then, because my Mew can't actually knock out your Arceus with the VSTAR, and I didn't unprize the last fusion energy to attack with Meloetta again.
But you can just... Do you have the DTE? Did you have a DTE? No, you had two. You had one lost zone and one prize. Yeah, okay, fair enough. That's true. That is true. That is true.
So maybe vacuuming that DTE, I was like, I don't need this card. Maybe that could have cost me in the end.
It could have. I was not expecting it to matter, but it did.
Well, I mean, it didn't actually, because you ended up winning that turn regardless.
Yeah, so.
Alright, game 3.
Here we go. Waiting for the invite. There it is.
Yep, just sent. This matchup's been close so far, but it's not been what I expected. I was expecting it to be like constantly getting judge pathed, and that has only happened like once, maybe twice.
Yeah, well, I feel like I've not been drawing very well. That's my
fault at the moment.
I feel like I've been drawing very poorly.
Game 1, I think you drew better, and that's the game you lost. But this game, you kind of drew poorly, but you just had,
I had 3 attackers, right? So
yeah. Alright, I'm going first, so I finally don't have to turbo for a Lisa play.
Oh god, this is grim.
That's fine, you're top deck, you did it the last 2 games. And you get to play supporter this time.
I think it's fine. I think it's okay.
Hello, Mr. Squalv.
Now I think it's definitely okay. I've just done some technology in my head, and I've realised that I get one more card because I draw for turn, and then suddenly I'm fine.
Oh, you're mapping out Ultra Balls and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I can discard and what I can't.
Yep. I don't know what I'm discarding here either, to be honest.
Just hoping that you get one of those classic Mewturns that you do nothing.
I mean, I'm going first. I'm not doing too much anyway.
Yeah, well. MM says, nice catching you live. Love your vids. I'm not actually playing myself, but love watching. Thanks very much for that one. I appreciate it. Hopefully people enjoy watching. I try and do stuff that's engaging and interesting, but with Pokemon TCG Live, it's only so engaging and so interesting that you can be when every game takes 20 minutes for no reason.
That's all we're doing turn 1.
That's all you're doing. Alright, well, I wish I hadn't killed that fish. Okay.
What fish are you talking about?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's just us saying.
Okay. Sure.
That's fine. I just top decked into Escape Rope, and I was just like, I wish I hadn't drawn into that, because I have to discard it to get this hand to work. Okay. Oh, I think... Oh, I don't... Oh, yeah, this is fine.
Turn 1 Trid Charge Path seems good after I just Ultra Balled away a Vacuum.
Yep, after doing nothing.
I didn't want to Ultra Ball the Vacuum, but
it's happened. It has happened. Sam asks, what's my favourite deck been so far? My favourite deck has been Gardevoir, which means that it can't be played, because if it's my favourite deck, then it's everyone's favourite deck.
That's not necessarily true.
Well, I mean, at Worlds you kind of have to avoid ties, and if the top 2 decks are going to be Gardevoir and Lost Box, which I think everyone kind of agrees that they're going to be, you can't play for ties at Worlds, so you got to avoid Gardevoir if you can. I think that's the critical thing. You just can't expect to play the game if you're tying at Worlds. Oh, heads, coin flips. You're such a good player.
I know.
Have I tried the Palkia Chien-Pao with Kingdra? I cannot say that I've tried it with Kingdra. No. That's a very interesting idea, though. Okay, very interesting idea. Sparks is not going to get any kind of mic working. That is fine, mate. I'm more than happy for you to just sit and chat, do what you need to do, send a couple of emotes. Are you a member, Sparks? I can't even remember if you're a member. That's the joy of YouTube, right? You get to fire off those emotes. It's great. I do like the fact that Lost City is the stadium of choice in VMAX, so that's very good.
Yeah, I mean, it's that off half, pretty much.
Well, yeah. Fusion asks, am I playing at Worlds? Yes, I am. That's why I'm testing for it. I've got to be able to play at it. I don't know whether it's going to be good, but we'll see.
I really didn't want to have to Star Alchemy for the energy, but I think that's what we're going to have to do here.
Star Alchemy for the DTE?
Yeah, I feel like it's way more important to Star Alchemy next turn when I have to deal with an Umbreon VMAX.
Yeah. Best part is, Umbreon VMAX now with triple basic energy doesn't need a modifier.
Yep, I'm aware. I'm not happy about it, but I'm aware of it.
Yeah, he knows it's happening. This Iono's actually done me a lot of favours. I really appreciate it.
Of course it has.
I really appreciate it. What I would love to see is I'd love to see a Giratina. If I could find a Giratina, that would be cool stuff.
A Giratina, you say?
A Giratina, yeah. If I could find a Giral, that would be good. Although, to be fair, I feel like an Iono or a Judge here with a Path is also very strong, so...
I'm hoping you get neither of those things.
Well, I mean, it's happening. I'm gonna throw it out there.
No.
It's just a matter of whether I play the Path now or whether I try and get it later.
I mean, you're not aiming on using Umbreon's ability this turn anyway.
No. Although I also haven't been able to check the deck, so I don't know whether I have the out to the Umbreon.
Well, yeah, if you don't Umbreon here, I'm feeling really good. Oh, it looks like you're gonna Umbreon.
I mean, I'm gonna do my very best to Umbreon. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, it's a 1 in the system, isn't it?
It is. So it would be very unfortunate if it was prized.
Yeah.
And it's not. So now, boop. Missed energy on Giratina though, but Umbreon's kind of tricky for you to knock out.
Yeah, this feels really bad when you go second to get the turn 1 True Charge and don't give me a chance to respond.
Yeah, how many cards have you got left here? You can still do it though, right? Like 4 modifiers is still a knockout.
I mean, the play I'm meant to make is knock out the Umbreon when you charge to it, but that was not available.
But that wasn't available to you.
And now I'm staring at an extremely scary Umbreon. I feel like I have to play Elisa this turn to attack with Meloetta because attacking Mew means I just lose. But I have to play Judge to play the game, so it's probably not going to be a good result.
Yeah, Path is probably a tricky one to deal with.
It's alright, I'm going to evolve, I'm going to play Judge, and I'm somehow going to find, what do I need, like Quad Power Tab?
I think it's Quad Power Tablet and an Energy, yeah. So those are the 4 cards you need to draw. You need to draw 5 of the 4 cards you're drawing, you need to draw 5 of them, so... Oop.
I actually drew if this is heads, which it shouldn't be, because it heads already. But, you know, that's how coin flips work. Okay, I've actually got a good hand.
Oh,
I think. As
dang nabbit.
Oh, wait, I think my velocity might be prized, actually.
Dang nabbit.
Yeah, okay, my velocity is... Oh, this is just over. My velocity and my other vacuum is prized. My last 2 outs, I think. Unless I ditched one, I remember. I'm playing 2 velocity, 2 vacuum. Yeah, both my last outs are prized by the looks of it, actually.
Oh, cool. It's a win.
Well, I think that is exactly what it is.
Nice. I'm happy with
it.
It
was actually looking pretty... It was looking possible. I wouldn't say it's looking good, but...
It was achievable.
So, assuming this... I just searched for Choice Belt. Assuming that Choice Belt was a stadium, I had Energy plus Power Tab and then draw a fresh hand. But we'll just smack you for as hard as I can.
Well, as hard as you can is not enough. So,
no.
I win.
Needed 2 more Power Tabs.
I win.
3 more if I took the stadium.
Boop. Have you tried straight Arceus with hammers that made top 16 at Malmo Regionals? No, I have not. I didn't even know that existed.
I think we should keep it that way, Mitch.
I will look at that, but that will be in my own time. Am I family friendly? Yes, or at least I try to be.
Josh, that was a win for Arctina.
Arctina wins. We're gonna keep going with it. You roll the dice on another one. Josh, watch all the videos. Love copying decks, playing the ladder. Thank you very much, Josh. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. Makes me feel good knowing that people actually play them. I can say that after I've played them 6 or 7 hours in a row, it's kind of tedious. And sometimes I'm glad to get the video out because it means that I don't need to touch them again. But other times they're really fun. Like I really like the Jump Off one that we did. I think it was the last video. So definitely good.
Alright, I have randomized into another deck, which is a funny one. I'm just having a quick look at the list before we get started.
Mm-hmm. You played at Still Corner. Lost twice to Urshifu. Ooh. That's a tough matchup for Arkhammers. I cannot see that being an easy one.
Yeah, Urshifu being super effective and Inteleon picking up the energy attachment, so you can't hammer it away.
That's kind of tricky. Who am I playing? I'm playing against Jordan Palmer, who's one of the best players in Australia of all time.
Ex-best players. I'm washed up.
Yeah, he's washed up. He's 100% washed.
Yep.
But that's okay. Everyone's got to lose sometimes.
Alright, this is a funny matchup that my randomizer rolled us into.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm not feeling confident.
Okay, well, I mean, you get some extra cards, so that's fine.
Oh, okay. That actually technically should have probably would have changed my mind about what my opener was going to be, but I won't cheat. I won't use that information.
You won't cheat.
Because like I'm opening a defensive card, being like I'm going to sack this and try to draw out a bad hand.
Try and get there from there.
But if I was like, if I get extra cards, maybe I open the other thing. But no, it looks like I made the right decision. Still nothing.
Are we playing the same matchup?
Oh, absolutely. Ready to mirror?
I'm so ready to mirror.
Well, I mean, you've already won because you went first. But that's not entirely true.
That's not necessarily true. I mean, I don't need to do anything else this turn, but it's not necessarily true. I think attaching and then...
You know what? That was a pretty good turn, Mitch. I'm going to do the same
You're going to do the same? Alright, cool.
Except with a path.
You... God, didn't play my path.
Family friendly, Mitch.
Let's discard these two paths.
Well, here we go.
Let's get rid of them. Alright.
That's fine. I know you're holding the DT anyway.
Would I like to put that Giratina into my hand? Sure. I don't need that. That can go in the bin. Oh. It's the baby one.
Judge. Oh,
Come on, double turbo. Oh, no!
This one card literally just decides the game, right?
Oh, God.
Oh, the second V-Guard.
Yep.
Interesting.
We're really working hard here.
Alright, I'm going to play Arceus VSTAR. I'm going to play Switch.
Oh, no, he's got it.
I'm going to play... I don't know, this can go here, I suppose.
Pass the turn.
Care about that card. And we're going to Iono. Now it's my turn to draw the DTE.
Or with the DTE, that would be nice. With the DTE?
I'm going to go ahead and play the DTE down.
Oh, do you have a basic to attach to?
And I'm going to play an Ultra Ball.
No.
We're sacking over here.
Oh my goodness.
However, I think I have to get the barrel here.
Draw cards seems pretty good. I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy that I've got my Bidoof in hand. That's definitely something that I'm happy about. Oh, gross. This is gross.
I'm gonna take. I'll take this card. It's fine. Alright. I'll settle for a second Arceus. It'll do.
A second Arceus is fine. It's a pretty cool looking list, Still Corner. I'll have to take a look. Do I play Fall Guys? No, I do not play Fall Guys. I play almost exclusively Pokemon. That's pretty much all I do.
We've been known to play a Fall Guy in the past.
Oh yeah, but not on stream though. I barely do anything on stream, to be fair. All right, we've finally got there. We finally got the heptuple incredible game.
A triple attach Arceus. Does this
yes.
this come along with a belt and a boss?
It's happening.
Aggressive Arceus.
Oh yeah, absolutely, that's what's happening. Oh, that's nice. A double turbo energy. It's very kind of you, game. Oh, and all of my basic energy. I just realized. Great. Okay, well this might not even find 3 basic energies. This attack. Okay, it's fine. Nice. It's fine. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna be able to do something, but oh boy, this is grim. This is Grim McGlynn for sure. tricky times. Love from Adelaide, Damo. Adelaide is a place that's very special to me. How's life? Life's going okay. Do I play FPS games? No, that's a genre of game that I do not play at all. Not because I don't like it, but I just don't have the time, you know? Thank you for putting all those basics back in my deck, Jordan. Oh my god, thank you so much.
You did the same thing to me, to be honest. I was holding a few before you.
Oh, this is an incredible hand.
The
Bibbers into the Squovy, into the Nest Ball to shuffle the energy so I can draw one.
You're welcome.
Oh, this is looking good. I can even judge. I can even judge path. That's incredible. What a game.
But I just judge path.
Well,
you can't judge path too.
I will do it again. I swear to God, I'll do it again. There's a part of me that's like, I know for a fact that it's a bad move, but there's a part of me that's like, I think if I promote Arceus V and attack for KO there, then I have a chance to win. I need to attack with the VMAX though. Or VSTAR.
Alright, let's go.
Damo, where am I from? I'm living in Canberra at the moment. Canberra is where I am. And could I test the deck? I'll test it out, but I don't know whether I'm gonna play it at Worlds. I won't test it tonight. I'll test it at some point in the future. Stop accelerating a variety of energy to different attackers, Jordan. It's rude.
That's literally what the deck does.
I have to attack. I have to go for the Arceus knockout. It feels too good to just not do it. Oh, and now I get to Iono instead of Jashi.
I mean, you don't really want a Giratina at 80 damage.
No, not at all. I will get another Bidoof because these Tinas are my Tinas.
Well, you don't have any of the pieces for the Arceus yet, though. That's kind of scary.
No, I don't, and that's the reason that it was a little bit sketch. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't care about any of those cards. I want them to be in my deck. I've said this before. Basic energy don't belong here. And then I can.
I mean, honestly,
barrel.
You don't even need the Arceus V-Star technically. Like, even just a Parrot here is okay.
I would really like the Arceus, so I'm gonna get it.
It's good to have, but I don't think it was like game losing if you didn't get it.
No, but it forces you to attack with the Giratina to KO this, right? Which is a good thing.
I think I have to anyway. I don't think I'm ever because of my best Arceus says DT. I don't think it's ever.
Oh, that's true.
Arceus
That's
anyway.
true. That is true.
But it's mostly just for the fact that you get to accelerate energy, right?
Yes. That feels like a much stronger board state to have. Plus, I've got the potential of 2 barrels, and you've got you've got 1 barrel. That's fine.
This is true.
What is my favourite Pokemon card? Volcanion EX. Have I played FIFA? I have played FIFA. I will not play it again, I don't think, though, because they just keep making them, and I don't have enough time. What about Dark Energy? What about it? Dark Energy is a cool energy for cool kids. Which FIFA? Every FIFA from 2001 until last year's, I think. So 20 years worth of FIFAs? I don't know if that's a cool thing or not to have played that many games, but it's happened. I'll tell you that much. It's happened. Oh,
this is strong. This is strong.
Oh, I don't like the fact that you're saying that's strong.
V-Guard plus boss.
Dude, no way.
That feels pretty good.
How do I deal with that? It's like I have to do the exact same thing back to you.
Yeah, pretty much. But you need modifier, you need belt, right?
Yeah, well, I don't have a belt. I have cleansing gloves.
Oh, you play just gloves.
Yeah, I think this deck doesn't play belt. I can't remember.
That might be a difference between these two lists. I've got one of each, I think, in this one. But I don't have the Umbreon line. I'm just straight up Tina. Interesting.
Hammer would have done the job. You're so right. You're so right, Store Corner. So Hammers would have been pretty good. Oh,
yeah,
God.
Hammer V-Guard. That's true. I mean, to be fair, we both know you just took tails anyway.
Oh yeah, I 100% would have. Let's see, can we get... Oh, there's no V-Guard energy in deck. I lose.
Oh yeah, if you don't knock me out and you can't take another hit, then
well, that's a loss. That's a loss.
Yep.
That's a loss. Oh dear.
The combination of me getting the first attack and then drawing into that power play.
Oh yeah, it's bad. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're already playing from behind when you don't get the first attack off.
Yeah, that was not going to happen. That was not going to happen at all.
I guess me playing that path down was turn 1 was the game-winning card.
Yep, that sounds about right.
I didn't have much else in my hand, but I had a path, and then
that was it.
I owned me into the nuts.
Oh dear.
All right, you're first, I imagine.
Yes, please. Please. Okay, what have I got here? Oh god, that's just rude, isn't it? Give me the Tina and the V-Guard energy. Gross. I would love to just top deck into an Arceus right now. This game is over.
We'll see.
I have lost this set of Pokemon the trading card game.
I don't have an energy yet.
Are you sure?
I have a chance to get one still, but it's not super good odds. It's not
well,
bad.
You've got an Arceus. You've got an Arceus, which is more than I can say.
I want to take Bidoof, but I'm like, Squirvet's one extra card I get to see for an energy this turn. God. Then again, I think if I'm Squirvetting myself to 1 and attaching an energy and having a 0-card hand, then that's pretty bad anyway.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
We're going to get the Doof, and then we're going to choose... Oh, do I want the Squirvet now?
Oh, if you've been given it for free, then take it,
I think
surely.
I take it for free.
Surely.
Alright, we got the Squirvet anyway. Got Tina. We'll chuck this down somewhere, because why not, I guess. And then we can judge.
Judge is fine. Judge is fine. Look at all the children that are in my chat at the moment that I have either taught or am currently teaching, who don't realise that I know they're there is quite amusing.
Why do they not realise
Just,
you know they're
there? They're talking away, they're chatting away like they're regular chatters. And they don't quite. Well, it's pretty easy to know. It's pretty easy to know.
Is that based on their usernames?
Well, no, it's when they're asking questions like, like what games I'm playing, etc. And who is Mitch, for example. It's a question that I just got in the chat. It's an interesting one. Interessante.
I don't know how I feel about using that Squirvet there.
Oh, I'm so annoyed that you've squirted for 1 and I can't just not judge you. How annoying.
Yeah, judge.
How annoying. Oh my goodness.
I mean, my 2-card hand was dead anyway, so I may as well see a new card.
Okay, well, I've got an energy. I've got Arceus energy. I've done the thing.
You're playing from behind again.
I'm playing
at least not super behind.
I mean, you've got a DTE Arceus in hand, so it's over.
I've got one of those 2 cards.
Oh, well, if it's Arceus, then it's fine.
Yeah.
You've got both of them.
Yes, pretty much.
So you've got them. You've got them. Do I incorporate Pokemon into my curriculum? Nope. I mention it every now and then at school.
You should have a class.
Why didn't I attack with Tina? Oh, probably could have. You're right. But
wait, you went? Oh, that turn, sure.
Yeah, I could have abyss seeking. It's technically correct. Yeah, I was too deep in the pit of despair.
Depends on. I mean, if your hand's playable, like if
our
your
hand is not playable. It is completely unplayable. Okay, so I should.
Well, then, yeah, you probably should.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, like, if your hand's fine, you might not want to risk getting rid of good resources. But if your hand's bad, then you want to do something about that.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm getting a DTE, and I'm probably getting a Bibbers, right? That's what the cool kids do. All right, this goes here. So apparently I'm just better at turn 2 Arceusing than you, according to these games.
Oh, good grief.
If you manage to win from here, then you are very good with this deck.
The greatest Pokemon player of all time.
Up for debate, honestly. I mean, it's looking pretty like a pretty one-sided start, but it's not over.
So I'm just having to do some work over here. Moderating garbage out of the chat. Oh, we're drawing cards. Here we go. Here we go. All right.
That's a good start.
Okay. I'm committing to this play. This is what we're doing.
Oh, you have to.
This is what we're doing.
Wow, okay. This is oh wow, this is aggressive.
This is what we're doing. This is how the game is being played.
And it's over.
It's immediately finished.
Can you at least twin charge?
I can.
Okay.
But I have to use my other V-Guard energy.
Oh, that's kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
I will say that I don't have an immediate way to get this barrel out of the active.
Well, that's good. What I could do is I could squove it for the DTE.
That's always fun. But then it's really bad if you miss because you're not even twin charging.
I know. But it's one of those ones where it's already really bad.
Well, like if you hit the DTE, what are you doing? Just power edging?
No, I've got Arceus VSTAR in hand.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah, so like I can evolve into the Arceus and then like risk it for the DEET. Or I can play it safe and hope that you don't have a switch out. I think if I don't knock this out, the game is over, though.
Okay, I respect that.
I'm gonna gamble. They call me Gambler. We'll see whether it works or not.
Actually, I think that's always correct in this case, because if you Trin Charge this turn, and then it, like if you, in this scenario, if you Trin over next turn, it's the same as if you Trin Charge this turn and evolve an attack pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I had to do that and make the.
I did immediately top deck a way to get out the active.
Of course you did. Absolutely.
But it's a DTE, which I would rather not use if I can afford it. So we'll see what this Trek and Shoot does.
I'm sure you'll find it. It'll be fine.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the scenario is I can get out the active, but because the so basically it means I'm not knocking you out. I'm having to attach to a tree instead of attaching to your team.
Okay, so that's fine.
So yeah, it's at least done something good.
So the game is playable, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
There's lots of people in the chat who haven't quite remembered what Path to the Peak does. I would have loved to have Starbirth for the DTE there. Absolutely, yes. I would have. But alas, 'twas not to be. How long have I been playing Pokemon for? Since like 2015, and then like a 2-year gap.
It's 2014 when you started, wasn't it?
I think so.
Well,
I think so.
Wait, was it Evolutions?
No, it was. I played with the Plasma stuff. I remember playing like Empoleon.
Yeah.
At some point.
I'm just deciding.
TDK and stuff. There was a 2-year gap in there. I think the 2-year gap was like after Phantom Forces.
I remember you left like you were gone for basically.
It was the Seismitoad format. That format I didn't play. Yeah, I was gone for.
That was 2015.
Yeah, so I must have started before them.
All right.
Buenos dias, James. Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming. Path of the Peak is pretty strong. Yeah, Path of the Peak is pretty strong. Oh, I wish you weren't the way that you are. I hate everything about the way you choose to be, Jordan. Oh my god.
Oh, it's worse than you think.
Oh really? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Don't.
I'm sorry to be mean to you, Mitch.
That's okay. I mean, I missed
bullying.
I'm
bullying you in front of all your friends.
Oh no. Oh god. Shit.
I'm sorry.
Just so everyone knows, this is the point of the night where I'd normally stop testing.
Yeah, this is when he rage quits and he's like, "Yep, all right."
This is enough for me. I'll come back to this later on.
Which, to be fair, when I do this,
well, like, is there a way to win this game now?
Top decking a supporter is a good start.
Well, to be fair, I have two.
I did choose to disrupt your hand as opposed to going for prize advantage.
I think I still have to promote the Arceus. That's pretty brutal.
Like, if me getting rid of that barrel does not affect your ability to play the game, then you're fine.
Do I have to have? Do I have to have cards to squirve it? I think I do.
Yes, you do. You can't play that card and then squirve it.
And it's over. Grim.
Yeah, that happens most of the time when your barrel gets knocked out.
Oh, that was bad. That was big time.
But hey, if you did just happen to randomly draw out of that, then I don't even one prize up.
I still think that I made the right choice. I still think I had to do that.
I agree.
Because it was very strong if I hit it. If I hit it, I was in a position to take control, and then also you couldn't draw. So
I think that match basically just reiterates what we pretty much already knew about that matchup, which is Pumpkaboo is a good card in the mirror.
Yeah, I agree.
Because both those games were you not being able to Starbirth to come back into the game, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. No, that was kind of grim, but that's okay. Roll the dice. Go for another one.
Roll the dice. Here we go. What do we got?
That's true. That is true. I did misplay by not attacking with Tina.
Yes. Well, I think you ended up drawing a good card anyway, right? I think you drew.
Yeah, but if I had drawn extra cards, 2 extra cards off the 4, like it's 4 cards. So.
All right, here we go. The next deck has been chosen by the gods.
Alrighty, here we go.
Oh, I have to learn how to play this deck now.
Well, that's a good sign.
I'm sure I'll figure it out. Can't be too hard, right?
Surely not. What's my favourite rogue deck at the minute? Well, I would say that my favourite rogue deck at the moment is Inteleon Urshifu, but it's not so much of a rogue deck now because people are playing it. So... It's
only rogue until it becomes meta, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like
it was a rogue deck at NAIC. It's not a rogue deck at Worlds.
Yes. At the moment, rogue decks. I like the Alex Szymanski thingy deck.
Oh, United Wings.
United Wings. Yeah, that was really cool. So like, it's such a shame that Lost Box is significant because that would be the kind of deck that I'd be like, that's a sick deck. I want to play that. Oh boy. Okay. Cool.
I think he did a pretty good job at dodging Lost Box for most of the tournament.
Alex in that tournament. Yeah, I think so.
I think he hit 1, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Speaking of Italian Urshifu,
here it is.
Let's learn how to play this deck.
Here it is. It's not too hard to play. I'm sure you can figure it out.
Yeah. I think I'll be fine. So, I mean, I'm already stuck with a tough decision here. Do I want to take the Urshifu for the turn 1 pressure, or a Remoraid to make the deck work?
I think you have to take a Remoraid, right? Like, I mean, you don't have to.
Generally, yes, but I'm actually going to go for the Urshifu here, purely just based on what I'm holding in my hand. I think I can get away with it, and it applies a lot of pressure.
That is fair.
But I can't wait to get punished for not taking Remoraid, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know that it's going to happen, but I'm going to play Judge, and we'll see.
Well, that's concerning, because taking the Urshifu was specifically based on what cards I have.
Yeah, no, I figured as much.
Sounds like it's not going to be the same for very long.
The question is more... No, I don't want that. I think the question is more like, oh, that's so annoying. I don't want energy either. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we're gonna get the Umbreon. I think. We're gonna get the Umbreon. We're not gonna get the Umbreon. We're gonna get a Bidoof instead. That seems like
a Doofers.
A Bidoof. We're gonna get that. We're gonna Yudge, and we're gonna Rinity Nova, I reckon.
This is about as good a turn 1 as you'd ask for. Giratina, so. Bidoof, Arceus, turn 1 Trincharge.
Pretty good. I mean, now it sucks if I get knocked out. If the Arceus gets KO'd, it's kind of bad.
Yeah, well, I was holding Urshifu VMAX plus Tower in hand with a draw supporter, so I was this is one card away from getting a Gale Thrust.
And this is much worse. Like, this matchup, Arceus Giratina against this deck is much worse than any other Arc variant, because I cannot deal with that Urshifu. Like, I just cannot deal with it.
This build kind of takes a loss to this matchup.
It's kind of...
At least, like, Arctura can...
Arctura can tank enough, to be able to avoid it.
Okay, so
but it's going to be tricky.
I've got a good card here, which is a Forest Steel Stone, but it's the only good card in my hand, so I have to decide like what card does the most.
Get the Remoraid. Get the Remoraid, man.
And just have nothing. I don't have enough to
just don't worry about it.
I mean, it's got to be a supporter, I think. Actually, it could be Irida. What would that have to be, though? It'd have to be like Irida for what?
I don't know, man.
Ball.
I cannot tell you what it is. You're gonna have to figure that one out for yourself.
Honestly, it's probably just research.
The Lost Box deck is OP. Yes, it is, Damo. Chris Black and Gold got back into the game after a while, after watching the Arcanine deck video. It's helped out lots. Thanks. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you've enjoyed it.
Awesome.
Yeah, the Arcanine deck's sick. I love Arcanine.
Which Arcanine deck was that again?
Arcanine EX.
Right.
Super, super cool. And Michael says, I've been having lots of success with Palkia. Added in 2 Chien-Pao and extra backs Caliber. Weirdier is great on the side to move energies and get knockouts. That is a really cool idea. I love
very pro Palkia.
I'm pro Palkia as well. In fact, I was having a conversation, Jordan, with someone. It might have been you about Palkia and why Palkia stopped getting played. And it was because Lugia and Mew were really good. But now neither of those decks get played, so you could very easily just play Palkia.
They're not bad, but yeah.
Like, you could easily just play a Palkia deck and do very well at a tournament.
Yeah. It's very underrated, I think, right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was the best deck in the format for a very long time.
Yes.
I should try. I should try Hisui and Gudra V-Star Lost Box. I have played that deck quite a lot. YWO Bricks. I've played that quite a lot. And I don't think I'm ever going to touch a Lost Box deck ever again. If it has the Lost Box engine, the only way that I'm playing is if I'm like, you know, I have no idea. There's so many different things going through my head right now. I don't know that there's a world where I'd ever play a Lost Box deck.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's grab an Arceus, and then let's Iono, I guess. Iono's fine.
Seems reasonable.
Oh, how do I deal with it? Urshifu, though. Good.
Yeah, like, I've had a slow start, but, like, you have a lot of, you know, a HP to get through.
There is a huge amount. There's a huge amount of work to do. Let's go for another Arceus. And then let's bench another Bidoof, maybe? Then we can Starbirth. We can grab an Energy and a Barrel, I think. I like those 2 cards. Is that ever... I don't know if this maths ever matters, but we'll see. I'll evolve, and then I can play Path, and then I can play Barrel, and then I can Trinity Nova for a few cards, and we'll see if I can hold you off for long enough that I've got a game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not doing much right now. I can't say I've drawn into that much off of this Iono either.
I'm disappointed that I'm only accelerating 2 energy, so that's grim, but that's okay.
Alright. I don't have much to work with here, but I get to bench double Remoraid, which is nice.
Palkia gets very quick knockouts, especially if people struggle to get basics on the bench. Irida and gets the Bax Caliber and Rare Candy, and you're flying. Yeah, absolutely. Like, Palkia is very strong. Please do not get me wrong. I think that deck is very good. Oh, I don't like the fact that you had the Path replacement in hand and the double Remoraid.
Yeah, the double Remoraid's nice, but like I don't have an attack this turn. Like I've got just basic water energy.
Oh right.
To do with them.
Sure.
So I'm like, what do I even leave active? Because I don't want to just leave this in front of
No, you don't want to just you don't want to just lose a bunch of
I think there's an argument. I mean, it could just be one of the 2 Remoraids. It's that, or it's maybe the Undervolt Urshifu, so I can take your hit and then retreat out.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. If you want to retreat and blow this up with a Giratina, then that's fine as well.
That's probably okay for you, right? If that happens.
I'm just trying to stay alive long enough to get a hand to start doing.
Yeah, to be able to do something. It sucks because all of my draw supporters are shuffle draw, which is frustrating. But that's okay, because I can squovy them into the bin. I do want to play down this path. And then I would love to find Boss's Orders. That would be just swell to find that card. Why, that's Boss's Orders. Oh boy, okay, so the question then becomes, what do I boss? Do I boss the Intel to get 3 prizes, or do I boss the Urshi to make it so that you need to... I think I just take the Intel. I'm just gonna take the Intel.
Those are the 2 scary ones, so either one's a good play.
I think taking the Intel is better because it means that I can... Like, I'm now 2 attacks away from winning, right?
Yeah.
And you have to attack with a VMAX at some point.
Ideally soon, but I'm not feeling super likely right now. All right, let's
Corners just said pick Urshi. I've just immediately ignored. I'm so sorry. Maybe I could have. I think the Urshi is not that big of a deal. Like, the Urshi can knock out the Barbarrel and the Squirvet, but it can never knock out the Bidoof. So the only way the Bidoof gets knocked out is if there's another Intel VMAX plus Radzan, but then I need to remove the path as well.
Yeah, I have not got much to work with right now. I think I'm just attached passing.
Attach pass?
A little scary.
That's not good.
It's looking like an Arctina game 1 here.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be. We will we'll wait and see. But
I mean, there's always comeback potential. I could do some crazy yoga loop shenanigans with the right setup, but that involves having a hand, which I currently don't have.
Yeah, exactly.
Turns out Auxiliary is a pretty good card.
Octo is pretty strong, yeah. It is definitely one of the stronger cards. Now, here's another... Ooh, that's tasty, actually. How many, Ooh, no, I think I just have to settle. Yeah. I was like, there's a big play I can make here, but I think I'm just going to settle. It's going to be fine.
I don't think you need to make a big play. You're so far ahead already. You just need to do something every time you should win.
Yeah, I think this here will give me every chance to have locked up the game. Yeah. In fact, I think that does lock up the game as much as a game like this can be locked up. We'll wait and see.
That sounds promising. What does this attack do? Does this do anything? Surf for 40. No, it doesn't.
I went for the Inteleons versus Urshi. Well, you heard how that went. Well, I think I've got a position here where I should be fine, right? Like, yes, yeah, I've just won the game.
I think, so, yeah, I would be surprised if you don't win here. Yeah. You need the... Oh, no, you can just retreat to the Arceus. Yep. Alright.
Bang. Alright. Victory.
So, as we were saying, I mean, this is what we were saying before, it's deck strong, but can struggle a little bit with its engine.
Yeah. Well, like, you didn't get an Octillery, so you don't do anything, right? So
I didn't attack.
That's pretty bad.
That makes things difficult. I feel like you need to attack to win games generally.
Generally, it's a good move. There are very few players that I know that have never attacked and also won tournaments. Alrighty.
I mean, I can think of one actually, which is funny, but
let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about it.
I'm guessing you know what I'm talking about.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Let's try that again.
Let's go. What is it? 848. Okay, cool. So we'll probably finish this set and then do one more set and then we'll call it there.
Yep, that sounds good to me.
Turn 1 not taking Remoraid did perhaps be wrong. Maybe it was.
Yeah, I mean, it was a gamble, right? Because like if I kept my hand, then the Urshifu was really strong. Whereas if I kept my hand, the Remoraid, like even I don't think I had access to Auxiliary in the hand. And...
You want to go first, I assume?
Oh yeah. So yeah, in hindsight, it did end up being, would have been better as a Remoraid due to the cards I had not finding up the turn 1 judge.
God, you never get fantastic hands and a basic, do you?
No, one or the other.
You only ever get fantastic hands with nothing, and then you draw into it. Oh, okay, this is fine. This is okay. I can live with this. I mean, I can't live with you knocking out my Arceus.
Okay, so my problem last game was that I wasn't able to get the Remoraid and the Urshifu. So what I think I'm going to do this game is get both.
I don't know what to do about that. That feels really bad. Oh god. I'm so much superior than Arceus. I don't know that you can call yourself superior than the god Pokemon. I don't know if that's the Oh my goodness, you're just popping off over here. Okay, so I now need to get another Arceus in play. I think this Trekking Shoes is going to have to be pretty big here, Jordan. Depends what I top deck, but I think this Trekking Shoes is going to be large.
Alright, let's see what it is. Taking the first card, so it's got to be pretty good.
Oh, goodness. This is so wonky. But I can't give you the chance.
Yeah. Okay. I think it is time to go for the Forest Steel Star. And I'm going to get a very good card.
Please.
I go ahead and grab a basic water energy.
Please don't. No, I can see what's happening here. A basic water energy, which is immediately Ultra Balled away, because the Melanie is already in hand. And then he can get the Octillery, and then the... Oh, this is incredible. It's just, what we need to see is we need to see what the... Oh, he's already got the Urshifu! I was about to say, does he draw into the Urshi or the Retreat off of the Melanie? No, he doesn't. He's got the lot.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty decent right now.
So you need 2 cards to get the big attack.
I don't actually know if I want to use the big attack here.
It seems pretty good, right?
It does. Either attack knocks out the active Arceus.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah.
But I can use the first attack and then keep the energy on board and use the big attack next turn.
Yeah, but the big attack doesn't knock me out next turn.
No, but I mean, I can use the first attack this turn, and then next turn use the second attack. Well, you know, without having to reset the energy.
Yeah, fair enough. That's fair.
As opposed to if I use the second attack now, then next turn is potentially a little bit weaker.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
I don't know. I think both plays are strong.
I'm happy with you doing either. Let's say that much.
Yeah. Like,
if you're gonna take a prize, just take a prize and move on. We can just move on with our lives.
Yeah. I think I actually like going for the Gale Thrust more here and saving the Rapid Flow for next turn. I think it's stronger to use Rapid Flow next turn. So we'll do that.
So if I top deck Arceus VSTAR, I've got a very interesting turn lined up here.
Well, that's exciting.
If I don't top deck Arceus VSTAR, I've already discarded 1 boss, so I don't have the very interesting play for this turn.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so annoying. Oh, my hand is Boss Ultra Ball Double Turbo Energy.
Oh, I was about to say, did you draw the Ultra Ball instead of the Arceus, and then you had to get rid of your play?
No. I mean, I have to Ultra Ball, right?
Yeah.
That's
might
so
be an
grim.
Umbreon game if you're losing all these bosses. Might be an Umbreon angle.
There's still a boss, so it's like achievable. So I'm like, if I boss Umbreon, if I boss the Octillery, then what do you do?
Yeah, I mean that's where like making the Gale Frost play is really strong, right? Because keeping the energy on board gives me more options for next turn, even if the Octillery.
It's true. That is true, but I don't think like you have to. When does the V-Guard get applied? They get applied before weakness, right?
I'm gonna go ahead and read the card.
I'm gonna knock out the Octillery. I'm gonna assume that it happens.
Just go into a 0-card hand. You got confidence that this is the game-winning play.
Well, I don't think attacking into the into the Dura is the not the Dura. It may as well be a Dura. I don't think attacking the Urshifu is the play.
Yeah. So what did we decide about V-Guard? Let me read the card now that I can actually click on it. Game minimized it just as I was starting to read it. Let's see. After applying weakness and resistance, so I'll double my damage and then you will reduce the third.
Okay, well I'm done. That's over then.
So yeah, you just get Gale Thrusted again. Or I don't know. There's an argument to going for the 140.
No, you just Gale Thrust for knockout, right?
Yeah, because I think what was it? It would be 210 if I used. Whatever the second attack's called, it's been a while.
Yeah.
What is it? G-Max Rapid Flow, we're going to do 210.
Yeah.
210 is not an amazing number here.
I think this game's over, but that's okay.
Yeah, probably.
I needed to hold on. I needed to have a little bit extra to work with off that turn.
Yeah.
And my opening hand was just so wonky, and I went second, which is really bad. I can see why Ian Robb lost. Let's put it that way. If he's going second, I can see why he lost.
I mean, I think he got donked in Game 3.
Game 3, he got donked on turn 2, yes. So he opened Arceus and then couldn't do anything.
This was a pretty good card here, actually.
Tricky. Thoughts on Lost Box? I personally do not like the deck. But that's because I've played against it a lot in Australia, and I'm just over it. I think the deck itself is very strong. Like, it's objectively very good. I just don't know how I feel about playing it. Like, I just don't think it's... I don't think... It's not for me. Let's put it that way. It's not for me. I'm not a Lost Box boy.
Okay, this is okay, I think.
Alright, well, what do I... Hey, Jordan.
You're living.
Jordan?
Yes.
Why is this happening? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to me?
I have my reasons.
Stop. Stop what you're doing.
What? I'm not doing anything.
You are. You're about to you're trying to win. You're trying to win the game. How hard do you think it is to get into IRL, TCG tourneys, money time, etc.? Well, Gummy, I actually think depending on where you live, it's actually not too hard at all. But, like I said, it depends on where you live. So if there's local events around, just go to those events and people will help you. Like, it's not impossible. But if you're, isolated in the middle of Antarctica or something, then it's probably a little bit more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I think. But yeah, no, it's the cheapest game to play that's a card game. So if you're a card game person, it's the oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
It's fine. I didn't hit the stadium bump this time, which would have been really brutal.
No stadium bump. Oh, you'll just have to take a single prize.
And I didn't get the Medi either.
You didn't get the Medi champ.
So I don't instantly win, basically.
No, but so I could top deck research here. I could top deck research.
Still.
I can
it's
top
still
deck.
winnable.
It's not.
You're
Winnable.
going to go down to 2 prizes.
It's not winnable, but I can top deck two. I can
God.
top deck a research. Top decking a research is possible. It's happened before.
I think I'm just going to touch here.
Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable.
And then...
Beep.
I kind of want to leave the Arceus alive. I don't know.
Leave the Arceus alive so that you can Medicham still.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not that bad of an idea.
It means it puts damage on both your guys on the bench.
Yeah, I actually think that it's a really good play because it means that if you have extra cards available, I think you just win if you do this. I need to evolve both of them this turn. Top deck the research. Let's go! Oh, I did it! Let's go!
Oh my gosh.
We're away! We're away! Oh.
Although you did research your last gusting effect, which is funny.
Who cares? Who cares? We're playing the game. Okay, we're gonna go like this. We're gonna go like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna go like this. And like this.
Nice.
So now you can't kill them all.
This is true.
You cannot knock them all out. The one card that maybe I should have tried to get was the Umbreon.
Oh, you've already ditched the VMAX though, right?
Have I?
Yeah, as I just said, you researched your last gusting effect.
I was too excited. I was too excited to get that.
Who am I promoting here?
Oh my god. I can't believe that I'm still in this game. Like, I mean, I don't ever win this game, but I can't believe that I'm still in it.
Yeah.
That top deck lol. I know, Zapdos TCG. I wish I could do it in real life. I wish I could play like this in real life. What's it like having a side job in something like this? Well, I wouldn't call it a job. It's just a thing that I do for fun. So, but it's fun. When it's fun, it's fun. When it's not fun, it's very much not fun. So, but you probably knew that. You could probably figure that out. I cannot believe that this has happened.
You may have promoted the wrong Pokemon.
You probably should have. You probably should have gone for the G-Max Rapid Flow, not the G-Max Rapid Flow. The The bursty boy, whatever it's called, the thingamajig. You know what I'm talking about.
The thingamajig, of course.
Yeah.
I think I just have to. I don't know here.
Yeah, it's fine. Do whatever you need to do. I'm ecstatic that I called the research top deck.
Oh my god! I've actually got a dub turn. This is crazy.
Well, you need to remove these 2 prizes from the active.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I've got a pretty decent chance of the turn being, because I can take 2 prizes, and I know my prizes are good.
Yeah, well, that's probably fine.
So this always happens.
Yep.
Now I can Alakazam. We can move 10 damage from this Arceus to this.
Nobby TCG is listening. He is listening.
Nice.
He is listening.
Alright, what do we get off the prizes? Okay, good. That makes... Oh, wait, no, it's not as good anymore. Is it, though? I forget how to play this game. 160, let's see. I guess I just do this. This probably checkmates the game. I had 2 of my Rapid Strike Energy prized, so it was a pretty high odds.
Oh, right. Sure. Yeah, I think this is it. I think I need to top deck into one of... I think I need to top deck into, like... What do I need to do?
Well, the crazy thing is that if you hadn't discarded literally every single gusting effect...
I could still win. I know.
You would have had a chance to win.
I know. How stupid. How stupid.
But because you don't have any of gusting effects, I can just play super safe and stick a big thing in the
exactly.
active.
I literally can't do anything but do 280 here anyway, so...
Yeah, I mean, game's on board if you don't put Path down, because I can just Alakazam to knock out an active.
Yeah. I literally cannot do anything other than just attack, so...
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, I mean, you got closer than you probably ever should have.
I was 40 damage away. I was 40 damage away from winning that game, so...
It's actually pretty crazy.
That's
like,
pretty
if you'd
close.
Just had to discard all those bosses, it would have been a very close finish.
Like, if the 2 bosses that were in my opening hand were any other cards, maybe I had a chance, but that's alright. Kilbra says, is this the Worlds we see you fighting it out in top 8? I'd like to think so. But considering I've never been closer than top 64 at Worlds, I think it would be... Good. It's still... I'm happy with top 64 as a best result. But I would say if I get into top 8 of Worlds, I would say that it has been an overperformance. But I also wouldn't be surprised if it happens.
It's very possible. I mean, getting through day 1's the first goal.
Day 1, I'm not thinking too far ahead. Day 1's the plan first. You gotta play a deck that can win, 5 games? 6 games, maybe? Six rounds.
Do we know how many rounds are going to be at Worlds?
Well, there was 8 in London, but that was a bigger Worlds than usual, so I'm going to say 7, maybe?
Yeah, this one might be a bit smaller, not because Japan's smaller, but just because of how the season
just because the season... Well, like, I was listening to Uncommon Energy, I think it was yesterday, and they were saying that there was, 200 players from each region apart from Australia, which is about 50. So I think it's about 550, players from the rating zone outside of Japan.
Yeah.
And then you could probably expect to see another, 150 Japanese players? I don't know how many they usually send, though.
I wonder if the amount of Japanese players is going to be the smaller, at all the regions, or if it's going to be the same or bigger than, because I don't really know how their tournament system, format was changed.
Yeah, neither. But, so what is it? Let's say there's 800 players, and then, 50 or 100 of those, 60 maybe, 75, are day 2 instantly, so 700 players. 7 rounds, 8 rounds, seems unreasonable. 6-2. I know, Jordan, it's possible. It's possible that you win.
How much damage does it do? There's 160, right?
Yeah, I think it's 150.
That's enough.
Yeah, it is.
Usually I get Battle Pass here, I think, but...
I mean, if you can win, then I wouldn't.
Well, I have to Melanie into a retreat out.
Okay, sure.
I think it's still fine though. I don't think it's the end of the... I think my board's good enough that I am fine.
If it's definitely not bad.
Hit it.
Definitely not bad if you whiff. Give yourself a chance to hit it. I could have drawn another card with trekking shoes, but I got in my own head about losing all those bosses and got a
Yeah.
boss with the trekking shoes, and I was like, oh, I gotta keep this boss. Does he win? He's attaching.
Yeah.
He's playing the tower. He's winning the set. There you go. That feels
I just
bad.
wanted to get that one out of the way quickly so we can get to the next set.
So we could do another set. Yeah, that felt bad.
I know you don't want to stay up too late.
That felt kinda bad.
I was doing this for you, Mitch.
Thank you, I appreciate it. This is a game where I would look at the top deck of the card to see, like, after the game's finished, I'd look at it to see whether I should have just gone into the next one.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
to be fair, though,
it's a
if you
super
bench
low
something
chance.
there,
Yeah. It
like,
has to.
you're still in a really bad spot.
Oh,
even
it's
if-
tricky regardless, yeah.
like, what's the best card you could have got trekking shoes?
Another Arceus, yeah, so I'm two
And
prizes
then-
behind, and then not taking a knockout, and then getting knocked out by the Arceus VSTAR.
Yeah, like it's
kinda
rough.
bad.
And then the other question is, depending on what the other cards in your hand are you still attaching to the active one and just hoping I don't have it?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like-
and then you've got a Star
Or
Burst
if you
for the
attach
Switch.
to, or if you're attached to the benched one, I get a rope instead. I mean, I
Yep.
didn't draw rope, but you know.
But you
Alright,
could have.
going for one more set.
One more set. Roll the dice. See what we get.
All right, let's see what we get. All right, we already had that one. Try again.
Try again.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
Oh, okay. This one might be hard. This one might be
Okay.
hard. We'll see how it goes.
Hard for me or hard for you?
I mean, to be fair, the one we just played was also hard.
That was kind of tricky. I was not.
Yeah. I think this one's not as bad for you as Urshifu.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's still
like
not
a rapid strike fighting type Pokemon that I can't knock out.
Yeah. So it's not as bad as that, but I think it's not. It's another not amazing matchup. We'll see.
The worst part
Well,
is like in these sets. What have the results been in these sets? Like I've
So you've won
I
2-1
beat
against Mew, and then you lost 2-1 again. No, you. Wait.
so I lost 2. I
2-1
lost
in the
2-0.
mirror?
I lost 2-0 in the mirror, but the mirror's
Yeah,
a
that's
mirror.
right. Yeah. So you
so it's
went
kinda hard to
2-1
judge.
against Mew, and then you went 0-2 against Mirror, and then 1-2 against Urshifu.
I'm getting Chien-Pao right to the face. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose again.
Well, I think this one could go either way because this deck is a little bit path susceptible, right?
Yes, that is true. This Arceus is very miniature. You can't really see it because it's behind me. Look at how miniature this Arceus is compared to all the other cards. This game's perfect. There are no bugs or errors in this. Look
I
at
don't
that.
know exactly what you're
It's
talking about,
very-
but it sounds interesting.
Very mini Arceus down the bottom. Hello, mini Arceus. Oh boy. God, what a perfect game. Pokemon TCG Live has no issues.
It's good.
That's good. It's good.
Yep. Going well for me right now. Can't complain.
It's great to see me streaming again. How am I? I'm going alright. Thank you very much for coming back and watching. I appreciate it. I'm trying to do it a little bit more casual this time so that I'm not like, I don't want to burn out on Pokemon cards. And I want to make sure that I'm testing by doing the right thing. You will win by Iono pathing him. I love the confidence, Nobby. I love it.
Yeah, I think that's a very good win con.
Well, I mean, I'm going to start by playing Mini Arceus.
Is it still mini?
It's not as mini now, no. It's approximately the same amount of mini.
I still want to look at the stream to see it, but I don't want to slap my
It's
hand.
alright, it's fine, it's fine. I will show you the footage later.
Alright.
I've got the basic energy attachment, but if I only went to the double turbo, I feel better. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. As long as you don't Iono into no energy.
Oh god, that was very close. It was the last one.
The double turbo or just energy in general?
Double
the
turbo.
turbo.
A double turbo.
That's the one you want.
That was the one I wanted. I think I'm also going to get Dumbreon if I can. Because that feels like a pretty good card. So we're just gonna... Oh, do I want to do that? I think I might wait. I think I might wait here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go like this and that, and then we're gonna have a turn next turn.
Seems reasonable.
Do you think Pokemon think about creating meta threats when they create cards like Baxcalibur and Chien-Pao, like the philosophy behind it? Absolutely they do. Every single set, they always have a card that they think is going to impact the meta in some way, and they'll build a little thing around it. So, like, this set, Chien-Pao was that card. What do you need to get Chien-Pao to work? Baxcalibur. Now, do they design decks with the idea that the new set is going to be, like, the most powerful deck going forward? Not always. So, like, when they put together Arceus, like in, what was it, Astral Radiance? No. Brilliant Stars.
That was not good.
What did you get rid of?
Double Energy and Irida.
Ooh, gross. So when they got Arceus from Brilliant Stars, there wasn't like a really strong partner for them, right? So they were like, this card is the card from this set, but there wasn't like a partner that went with it. And so people over time have tested stuff and figured out what the partner was. Giratina was the card from Lost Origin, right? So like they always pick a card and make it the best card in the set. And they always deal with it in blocks of 4 sets. So they'll always keep the power level comparable within the 4 set block. So like the VSTAR block, all the cards are pretty similar. Now the change happens when they're trying to shift the meta in some way, right? So like when tag teams came out, they were trying to shift the meta away from evolving Pokemon to speed the game up, to make the game faster. And so they had to make those cards more powerful to incentivize people to play them. But then everyone hated the fact that they were so powerful. So they had to slow the game down, which is why they had VMAXs. So they slowed the game down by making you evolve into something that's big enough to tank a hit. But then everyone hated VMAXs because they weren't interesting, so they made V-Stars, right? So it's like they do it in
People hate
blocks.
everything.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like everyone's complaining now about the length of times in rounds, right? Everyone's complaining about that. They're all complaining about, it's not enough. There's not enough time in a round. We should play best of 1, and that's because the game has slowed down enough that the best deck in the format is a stage 2 deck. And so Pokemon sees that and they go, oh, well, we need to play basic Pokemon that are really strong. So don't be surprised if the next block after this block coming up has single prize Pokemon that speeds the game up, because everyone complained about the speed of the game. And it normally takes about 2 years to fix a mistake like that. So I hope that they just keep going as they go. Yeah. So I think that the solution to people being slow is to stop playing so slowly. But hey, that's just me. Or if you don't want to tie, don't play a deck that ties. Hey, do we think there'll ever be a Charizard as good as Leonzard ever again? Was the best Charizard I'd seen in such a long time. I think the best Charizard that we've seen was Reshizard. That was a very good card. Oh, this gross. This is a gross turn. I hate this.
Yeah, I expend a lot of resources for this turn.
Yeah, to get 2 prize cards. It's a pretty...
I need 4, right? Is that the right math?
4 is correct, yes.
Alright, we'll leave 2 on the grin, I think.
4 is correct. But I think that there is a chance that the Charizard from Obsidian Flame is the best Charizard that we get competitively. I don't think that it has a partner.
Would you say that Charizard is the card of the next set that you've been talking about? You've got
absolutely, definitely.
100%.
It's not even a question in my mind.
I haven't looked closely at the set to know what's coming out, but that's one of the few cards I've heard people talking about.
Yeah, I think Obsidian Flame is actually a really weak competitive set, but it is by far the best card in that set, and the card that's most likely to. Whoop! Don't do that. Oh boy.
I'm a little sick of seeing Charizards all the time, but I will say I'm excited for the first really competitive Terrestrialized card to be used. That's going to be cool.
Well, and this is the thing is, I don't think that it is good enough to instantly be like, yep, this is instantly playable. But it's the kind of card where you can, I can foresee that being a very good card in the future. Okay, here's a question. Do I draw 4? Give myself a chance to hit the Umbreon to gust the Greninja and then path you? Or do I just go for the boss? I think I'm just going to go for the boss. I'll just hit it. Ooh, look at that. We'll take the lot.
My poor little Gran.
Yeah, Gran's gone. He is to be sent to the Shadow Realm, I think.
I actually just put the Angie there because I thought that was the thing you'd least want to kill.
Well, I mean, I could just kill the backs, right? Like, killing the backs is pretty good, but it gives you an out to take a knockout on one of these Arceuses.
Yeah.
Because I think that knocking out the Gren removes lots of draw flexibility from this deck, which it doesn't
Oh,
like.
absolutely.
Plus, you're going
Plus, it's got 2 energy on it.
Exactly, and you've been pathed, so see you later.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, I didn't think you would.
I probably could have spread the energy a little bit more, but I also wanted to just make sure I always had a pivot option if you did decide to knock out my Chien-Pao. Alrighty, that's okay.
Do I collect the cards? Just got the Evolving Skies ETB for under £60. Good deal. I don't collect. Evolving Skies is very popular though, because this card is very popular, Umbreon VMAX. So if you pull that, definitely worth it. Do you think Wo-Chien EX is worth exploring? I think Wo-Chien is one of those cards that I could see being good, but it needs another card to print to be good. Like, I don't think it is the, it's not the difference maker, if that makes sense. Like, Wo-Chien isn't the card that breaks the format open. There's got to be a card that, like, really pushes Wo-Chien to get there.
I forget, what did Wo-Chien do?
Wo-Chien's the one that does, like, damage for every prize card that your opponent's taken and snipes it. Gosh darn it. Look at this man go. He's gonna shivery chill. Don't shivery chill
I'm
me,
going
man.
to shivery chill.
So
this one needs, is it 5?
This will be 5, yeah. You need 5 for this. And then I've got a Iono path and go from there.
Yes.
This is the thing about Chien-Pao, is that it's so, like... It's very strong. Did you have an out to getting another Baxcalibur if I did choose to knock that out instead?
No, I think I was just Ionoing and just...
Iono and Prey, yep.
Yeah, which
So
based off this hand, but unless I get a candy off this, I don't think it would have happened.
I don't know whether you got one or not, because half of those cards were the back of the card. They just didn't load in.
I discarded an Irida and a Cross Switcher and took a Super Rod to the hand.
Oh.
I think I'll play Super Rod, actually. Oh, do I want... I don't know, it's tough, because I want the Greninja in deck. It's not a card I want to draw if I get Iono Path.
Pokelotto, it's a good deal if you don't open it. So true. Hold on to that, ETB. Don't open it. Wait until it's worth $1 trillion because of Umbreon. Oh, man. Also, Pokelotto, good to see you in. Been watching your stuff on TikTok. It's very good. I do like it. Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. Let's just throw all these cards to the bottom and get an Iono. Make you work for it.
Yep. I think, exactly a superior energy retrieval to win the game.
Okay, well, I've got an Iono. Do you win?
I don't know yet. I haven't drawn my hand yet. Oh yeah, I think I do.
Gosh darn it. Okay, well, this V-Guard energy isn't even useful.
Yeah. Chien-Pao is just such an Arceus killer.
Chien-Pao is brutal, man.
Yeah, it doesn't get knocked out by Arceus and just almost always takes an Arceus out. But then again,
I also made the choice to not knock out the backs, right? So there's a world where I knock out the backs instead, and the game's very different. So
yeah. I think that's part of the reason why the 2 energy on the Greninja was nice, because it was just a
bait. It was a big bait. It was like, oh, take these energies. Although, to be fair, like, if you did get another Baxcalibur, then
at least I can attack with Greninja if you take out my Baxcalibur, right? I can
double cross switcher discard with the superior for the game.
Don't need him. Don't need him.
Don't need him. Just gonna take the knockout anyway. Oh,
but if I did need him, then I draw him.
I will say Umbreon is capable of knocking out a Baxcalibur, so maybe I should target that down a little bit.
Oh, that's a good point.
That could be a play. Here's hoping they continue the Mad Party deck into the new format. It's a fun trolley deck for a single prize. They love printing those decks.
Is Mad Party still around, or are they saying, like, bringing out a new version?
No, so Mad Party isn't around, but it's United Wings, right?
Yeah, United Wings.
It's United Wings is Mad Party is Lost March, which is Night March, right?
Yeah.
So, well, they can't repeat the name, or otherwise it gets broken and expanded.
Here's a question for you. Here's a question for you, Mitch. What's your favorite Night March clone?
My favourite Night March clone is this one, United Wings.
Yep.
Because it's got the capacity to actually win. The other ones just didn't.
I feel like all of them were pretty decent, at least at one point during their life.
Yeah, definitely decent. Like Mad Party was definitely decent. Like if ADP didn't exist, then Mad Party could have been a deck, right?
Yeah.
But it played in a bad format. And then Lost March was
other one?
Lost March was just never good enough.
I think I was legitimately really scared of Lost March for a while when I was playing like Zoro Lycanroc. I think that was the Lost March era, wasn't it? Zoroark era?
I think so, yeah, around then. Right. I feel like it was like Decidueye kind of stuff.
You're first?
Yes, please.
But yeah, I do distinctly remember there was at least one tournament where like Mad Party was like pretty mellow. Lost
March.
Lost March was pretty mellow.
I don't.
It might have been EUIC.
I don't remember it, but it doesn't mean it's not true.
Yeah, I think they were all at least somewhat playable.
Yeah, but I think that this one's the most playable.
Oh my god, I mulliganed 4 times.
4 times? Well, it gives me lots of chances to find an energy, which I mean I've already got, so it's all good.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. I'm an EA gamer right here. literally the 4 cards that you gave me added nothing to my hands. I've got 0.
Well, enjoy your 11 cards. Enjoy your 11 card hand.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well I'm going to get rid of one of these.
So look, I gave you Ultra Ball targets.
Oh, you can't do anything this turn. Your turn. Iono is quickly starting to resemble the old N situation where it was basically required in metadecks. I'll throw it out there. 4 to 3 copies of Iono was in metadecks before it was legal. People were putting them in the second the card was announced, and I think that's a good thing because it means that you can't just play Chien-Pao and expect to win every game. Because sometimes you're going to get Ionoed into absolutely nothing. Sometimes you get Ionoed into...
I think Iono is very healthy for the game.
Because I think there should always be the perfect balance for it, I think.
Yeah, there should always be at least a few cards, like supporter cards and item cards, that you can expect to just be good in every deck because you need decks to be able to function, right?
Yeah.
And trainer cards being cards that can be put into any deck, there's obviously got to be some that are good enough to go in anything.
Yeah. Well, I think that Iono was like the perfect kind of balance in that it's really good in the sense that it's N, it slows the oh cool, I win, sweet. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have played down 1 Frigibacks, that was wrong.
I don't know what I should have got. If I get double Frigibacks, I've got nothing in hand except for an Arceus VSTAR. So like, if I get double Frigibacks, then I don't have a back Scarlet next turn anyway.
Okay, fair enough.
Outside of...
Oh, what am I doing? I didn't get the double turbo.
Mitch, no. Alright, it's fine. You'll barrel into it somehow.
Oh my word! Somebody stop me! You were talking at me, and
my strategy of distracting you paid off.
I couldn't pay attention.
It was my only win con.
No.
What did you get?
I got the Giratina. I was like, I need something to accelerate to.
I mean, if you draw the DTE, then that's pretty good.
Yeah, well...
You get to see, what, 4 more cards?
I'm going to look at... maybe 6.
5.
Maybe 6. Nope. 5. Oop. Let's try that again.
Honestly, you probably would have been fine if you didn't concede, because as I said, the only playable card in my hand was Arceus VSTAR, and you passed me. So you were probably fine anyway.
I think that I don't think that I want to play that one anymore. Let's try that game 2 again. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We'll try that game 2 again. That sucks because it's a classic situation that Blake and I talk about all the time, where that is a misplay that you do not make in real life because you look at the table and go, "Oh, I actually need the double turbo energy before I put anything into my hand." But because I'm not allowed to see anything without clicking look at the table.
I will say though, Mitch, I made a PTCG Live misplay at the League Challenge last weekend.
Oh, what did you do?
I needed I was playing Arceus Duraludon. I needed both an Umbreon and a Duraludon to make the play I wanted to make. So I play Iono and I look at my hand and I draw Umbreon and Ultra Ball. I'm like, oh sweet, I've got it. So I play my Ultra Ball for my deck. I grab my Umbreon, I
Yep.
look at my hand, I was like, oh, that's the
Oh.
one I already have in my hand.
Just discarded the Umbreon. Whoops.
No, I didn't discard it. I searched for a second
you just
Umbreon
searched
when
for it and didn't.
when I was meant to get the Duro, but I forgot which one I was holding in my hand, so I didn't check for some reason.
Oh boy.
So I made one of those classic live errors IRL. I think I ended up winning. I ended up winning that game at time set, so
It
didn't
happens.
end up changing.
It happens. Nobby,
Alright,
I've just noticed
play...
what is this monstrosity of the deck? It's Arctina. It's its own monstrosity.
Let's play a proper game 2 where I don't give you 4 mulligans.
Let's play. Yes, I would like to put that card in my hand. You may begin.
Oh, that's scary.
My God. Oh,
I think this is a fish hand.
A fish hand. I don't mind fish being down. I think fish being down's good. Good for me in the long run.
Yeah. Alright. I've learned from my mistake last game. I will be attempting
double Frigibax. Yep, that's the way. Oh, man.
The question is, do I want Arceus or Greninja as my other card?
Well, that depends. That really depends. Only you can answer that question, Jordan.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go for Gren.
I like Greninja. Oh, boy. This is definitely the last set.
Yep, sounds like it.
Oh, Dallas. Hi. How's it going?
Well, Dallas is in the chat issue.
I recognise that name.
Very nice.
At least she missed me making a terrible misplay.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Alright. This seems decent enough.
Decent enough? Sounds decent enough. Alright, I am... Oh my god, there's a lot of cards in your hand. Cheapers creepers. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
If only you could do something about it.
Well, I don't know that I'm going to be able to do something about it. I don't know that it's possible. I mean, it's definitely possible and it's happening, but I don't know that it's possible. Now, I'm going to make sure that I click all of these buttons very deliberately.
Mm-hmm. Good idea.
Starbirth. I require a barrel. Another card that I require... I kind of want to get Boss, to be honest. But I like Judge. I like Judge a lot. I like getting Bibarel and Umbreon V. And then
Sounds like you just want everything.
And then I can Judge. Well, I mean... I've got the lot. The gang's all here. And we can do this. We can probably play down this.
I do like that my Chien-Pao is probably just taking a hit though.
Yes,
it
is just taking a hit, yes. It is definitely not ideal, but I can live with it. Let's put it there. Let's put it that way.
Okay. I've survived the first Judge Path.
The first Judge Path been survived, has it?
Yeah. It's not stick.
Not be TCG. It's somehow the worst part of both decks smashed together.
Alright.
I think there's a world where Arctina's a good call.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know that this is that world, but it's possible. I'm concerned about the fact that I've lost to almost every deck that I've played tonight with it. But I think it's possible. I did beat Mew. That's true. I did beat Mew. But I feel like I beat Mew not because I was playing Arceus Giratina, but instead because I had Path and Judge and Iono. And I can put those cards in any deck, Jordan. That's no requirement for me to play them.
They work really good in this deck.
They do. Yes, but there's an Umbreon line in it for some reason. It's so that I can gust up this Frigibax and knock it out. Don't
do that. I like it.
Good luck to both of us. Thank you, Dallas. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming by. Under Path. Oh, there's no Path. It's a Pokestop.
Yep.
It's a Pokestop. Tee-hee. I can play as many Umbreons as I like.
think we're gonna do this.
Oh god, it's so hard. This is so bad. Oh well, at least I've learned something. Angwin Chip sent me a surprise in the DMs. All right, I'll check it out when I get a chance. Thank you very much. Arctina wants to go first more than Mew, Lost Box, and Gardevoir. Bitcoin reliant, yeah, coin flip reliant. I agree.
Yeah, I think being happy with going second is like
very
a huge
important
plus when I'm picking a deck.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing, right? Is you need to weigh
This
up.
deck also loves going
Chien-Pao hates going second. Hates it. But you have to weigh up, is the value that you get from going first enough to give you the, like, to play the deck, right? So, like, this testing session tonight is not to figure out whether Arctina is good, because we know that it's good, right? We know that it's okay. But it's to figure out whether or not it has enough going for it that you can just play it, right? Without going second. Yeah. Right now, I'm not sure that that's true. But
I mean, turn on Trin Charge is generally pretty aggressive.
I should not have gone into the Tina. I literally have double turbo in hand. I can attack with the Umbreon for knockout. I'm just not paying attention.
Whoops.
Okay, well, I mean, we're going for the Tina now, aren't we?
Tina just feels very, it feels like you have to overpay when you don't need
exactly.
280.
Well, like here I lose the game now, right? Like, I'm completely out of this game. Because I have to, I'm doing 280 damage to a Pokemon with 40 HP on it. I have to remove all of my energy from play.
It probably just means that actually, it's probably fine if you can pull off a Umbreon attack later in the game. But
yeah, but right now I'm not.
It's probably that you'll go down to 2 prizes and then you'll need like 1 turn to like, brick me and recover your energy a bit.
Which it's possible to do because Judge and Path are both cards that the deck plays, right? So like it's possible.
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
Thoughts on burning a DTE instead? Well, I didn't have the DTE. Oh, did I have the DTE? I did have the DTE. Probably could have, but I'm discarding him anyway, right? And I probably lose regardless, so it's kind of grim. Kind of grim.
Irrita for the battle pass.
If this Geraldina gets KO'd, the game is giggity over. So
yeah,
here's 4. So the question is, does he have 1?
I do indeed have 1.
I am going towards Roma. Yes. I don't know whether the shocked face is congratulations or I can't believe that someone as bad as you is going to Worlds. I know, right? I can't believe it either. Think people will play the best decks like Turbo Lost Box and Guardian and work on playing faster? I agree. But I don't think that it's worth risking it, right? Because there's going to be so many ties. Those 2 decks are both really strong, but, like, I really don't want, like, to play... If I'm going to play 7 or 8 rounds, I don't want to play it a 50 minutes plus time in every single one of those. And if I'm Gardevoir into Lost Box, or the other way around, that seems really tedious, and you're going to be super fried.
I think it basically just means that there's almost no room for error because you probably have to win every game 2-0.
Exactly, and that's really hard. So
finishing a game 3 is not easy in that matchup.
No. It's like if you win a game, you have to win. You have to win 2 games in a row.
Yeah, or just be really fast.
Play really slow and win 1 game.
Well, that's what a lot of people do, right?
Yeah, I know. Well, that's the results that most people get.
Yeah,
but
and I mean, as much as it kind of sucks, like that people do that, it's also just, it's a legal thing, so they have every right to do it. No one's being scummy by making that play. It's those are the rules.
It's just the rules, yeah.
And people, you gotta do your best to win the game under the rule set.
Exactly, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like you have to have a deck that can win, and there's a lot of decks here that can win, but it's also very even. So you need to have a good read on the metagame. And right now, the metagame is very I'm not going to say it's undefined because it's not undefined, but
it's not super defined though. We've had 1 tournament, and it was a big tournament. But
it was a big tournament.
There's still a lot to learn from post icing. It also just means that there's probably, there's definitely always a good choice, but I don't think there's a bad choice.
Yeah, I think these two decks, Arctura, Umbreon, Gardevoir, obviously the Lost Box is very good. But, like, I think those two decks are still the ones that are at the top of my list. I wonder what Xander will bring. Oh my god. Xander could literally just bring anything.
He's in day 2, right? So
I'm not
he doesn't
sure.
have to worry about. I don't think he has to worry about the day 1 grind. Which will make it a lot easier.
But hey, anyway. Congrats on getting to Worlds. Thank you very much, Dust. Appreciate it. Ryoma, you new to the channel, you didn't know that I went to live tournament? Yes, I do, yeah. So there you go. I did make Worlds, yes. It's very exciting. Is Jet Energy any good? It's very good in Lost Box. I think Lost Box likes Jet Energy, generally. This one doesn't play it. Lost Tina plays Jet Energy.
Jet Energy is actually just a really good card.
Jet Energy is super good. Lugia plays Jet Energy. Lots of them do.
Yeah.
Oh. Is Obsidian Flame going to be in Worlds format, or is it the set? It literally comes out on the Friday of Worlds. So on day 1 of Worlds, that is the first day that Obsidian Flames is out. So we can't play those cards, but the cards are out. Means that the first tournament back will be legal for it. So next season, the first tournament after Worlds will be Obsidian Flames.
Well, that's exciting. At least changes the format up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. We only have to play... This format's only 2 tournaments, so it's NAIC and Worlds.
There's not going to be a rotation immediately, as far as I've heard.
No.
So at least it changes up a little bit.
Yeah, well, so I think they're going to do, like, January rotations and stuff now. How much time might a turn take? It could take a lot of time. Like, Lost Box, Gardevoir... Mew VMAX is a terrible deck for first turns. Like you could sit for 10 minutes watching Mew VMAX take a turn. Like it's brutal. But generally it's only a couple of minutes. Like if both players are playing well.
There's no specific rule behind it, but like if you were to extend every action, it's like what? Generally considered 2 minutes for a first turn search, and then like 30 seconds per action or something.
I think
be a long time.
30 seconds is not. I think it's 15 seconds.
15,
but that's also not like a rule. It's just you need to be playing at the same pace of play the whole time. It's very vague.
There's a lot of leeway because, like, you know, if you're not taking a full 15 seconds every single action, but then maybe there's one decision that might take 45 seconds. You know. Yeah,
and it just takes a little bit of extra time. It's real, and it depends on the judge as well. Like it depends on a number of situations. But yeah, the timing rules in Pokemon are kind of sketchy. Chess clocks could be an answer, but I don't think anyone's willing to risk that. Hello from South Africa. Thank you very much for coming along. Good morning in the US. I'm new to the game. Videos have been really helpful to understand other decks. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming past. And I'm sorry to say that this is probably the end, because it is currently 9:40 PM and we've been streaming for 2 hours, which is about the amount of time that I set aside. But I am curious to hear in chat how many people would like this to be a more regular thing. Obviously can't do it every Friday night, but I'm thinking that like a Friday night stream like this is probably not a bad idea. So let me know what you think in the chat. How do you feel about it, Jordan? How do you feel about a Friday evening stream every now and then?
Yeah, I'm down for sure. I mean, getting you to sit down and test for 2 hours is pretty cool.
It's hard. It's hard to do. It's hard to do sometimes. Bring Blake on. I love that guy. He's hilarious. Nobby TCG, we'll see what we can do. He has to be family friendly though. I'll have to speak to him about that.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a gamble. You never know. But yeah, I think it's probably something that we'll look at doing in the future. But I want it to be... I don't want it to be a really strict schedule because I will burn out on it. Even if I did like fortnightly is a potential solution. But even then, I don't want to be locked into being like every second Friday I have to stream because I will be like, I don't want to do it, and then I'll quit. So,
but hey, it's still nice to just do occasionally, and especially in the lead up to Worlds, is a pretty good time just to get some extra sessions in.
I think that's the key, Jordan. As I think that in the lead up to Worlds, I think Friday night's probably a good idea. But yeah, we'll see how we go. He's a loose unit. Oh boy, is he ever! Anyway, thank you, Jordan, for coming along and being on the Sableyes again.
No
it's
worries.
Been how long's it been since you were in a video?
Years probably.
Years, multiple years.
It's been a while.
It's tough. I'd love a Friday stream, but your evenings are my mornings. Yeah, it's tough because unless Raging Dragon, I wake up at like 8 in the morning and stream at 9 in the morning. America is tricky. Is very tricky. So
you can always watch the VODs, right?
Yeah, you can watch the VODs. I tend to hide them because they're bad for the algorithm. So what'll happen is this stream on YouTube will go into the streams playlist and then will be unlisted. because if I list it, it will get promoted to people, and no one wants to watch 2 hours of a stream that's already happened. So, like, no one wants to click on it, and then it ruins click view rates and garbage analytics stuff that no one cares about. So yeah, you have to bin it and put it off into its own little section, but you can still watch it. You can watch it back there. So feel free to do that. Thank you very much, everyone. I think we're going to call it there. I didn't actually check and see whether any of the notifications were working. So if you sent like a super chat or a membership or whatever it is through, I'm sorry if I missed it. I'll try and catch up on it later. Otherwise, we're going to stop there. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. Say goodbye, Jordan.
Catch you later.
Bye.